Jesus, uncle. I always tell people, everybody forgets that he was a carpenter. Do you think his chairs wobbled? Do you think when he came, he said there was no light? I can't deliver on Saturday, sorry. Or media, do you think he would say that? No audio. That's my problem. Do you really think that's how he behaved? You see, sometimes I think we just put. I think Kule said it earlier on. If he's on earth with us, he will have a website. He will have a blog post. He will have a YouTube channel. By the way, you think he would travel first class on Virgin Atlantic? I think he will. You say why? Because he traveled on the best possible vehicle that time, a donkey. Well, what's wrong with you? Why do you think there are two separate things? There was this Jesus that light was shining from his hair. Everything he did with excellence. They had to respect him. Am I making sense? They had to respect the work of his hand. The Bible says, see a man who is diligent in the work of his hand, he will not appear before mere men. Every biblical hero was more than their task. God always reveals calling above occupation. All right? We're living in a moment where God is shaking everything. Listen, I'm telling you, you can say what you like about ChatGPT. It can write a better sermon than me. But he can't deliver it. He can't. But for me to now say I'm going to throw ChatGPT out and not leverage it, that's what many of you are doing with your lives. You're refusing to use the tools God has given to you to achieve your purpose outside yourself. We have to break from this. And so what's happening to us is that the world has shifted, but the church just stands still. Rather than, when television came out, ask what you want to know. It is the devil's box. When the internet came out, we didn't do anything. Tools were just being released by God. We just left it. Now, these people, what they're doing with these tools, there is nobody I know on the internet today that doesn't have a motive for making money. You see somebody get up, I will show you how you can have a flat belly in 3 days. And I'm like, let me show you how to make 7 figures in 1 week. If you were making 7 figures in 1 week, why do you need to show me? Kuku just keep the 7 figures now. I am part of the 7 figures that he's making. Everybody has an agenda, I'm telling you. Everybody, including us pastors. The better I preach, the more your tithe. Well, if you pay. But get my point. We all have agendas. It's our purpose that purifies it. Technology is separating those who know their calling from those who only know their tasks. And that's why people are uncomfortable about AI. They don't know the difference between their task and their purpose. So they feel threatened. They think AI can take over that. No, AI makes your purpose better, more efficiently delivered. Now, this is not about AI this morning. It's just to deal with some of the fears. Am I making sense people have about this? I need to finish. All right? Whosoever, this is the one that scares me. Whosoever has, more will be given. And I keep explaining it that how, it's a very stupid story, really. 10, 5, and 2. Or 10, 4, and 2. Is it 10, 5? Is it 5? Come on, think about it now. I take the 10, I make another 10. I have 20. You have 10. You have only 1 or something. And you don't make anything out of it. Pastor, but boy, you won't make anything. Pastor Kole, out of your 5, please, can you give me 2? Pastor Mrs. Efumini Meji, no, you know, make 10 now. Emma Shebai now. 4, okay. It was only 1. Bagba. Take, go and start. No, God says, 1 to me, a gun. Think about it for a minute. In other words, I've given you an opportunity. When you don't use it, I will take it and give it to somebody else to do. And so church has become successful. No, you have been called for purpose. You've been delivered. You've been set free. There's a reason why you're here. God gave apostles, prophets, evangelists to equip you. And so when churches become about roles, when they become about roles instead of revelation, they lose their relevance. I told you about the guy in Ukraine who started, was it the protocol department? I can't remember what it's there. Security. Came to church. The church, brand new Christian, didn't know anything about it. Came in, somebody like what they spoke about protocol today. Somebody, we need the holy police outside. The guy said, why not? I know about these things. He just sat down. He designed the church. He designed the church security system. He set it up. One of the bankers in the church said, okay, this your organization is fantastic. Can you come to the bank and set it up? Someone else, and then that's how he became a global brand in Ukraine, by simply connecting his tools to his purpose. There are people who run schools, who were in children's church, who started in children's church. All they learned was how to look after kids. And so they said, we can take this into schools. We can do this. We can do this. We can do that. And all of a sudden, what is happening? Purpose now begins to get bigger because God, this church is too small for you to execute what God has called you to do. Let's finish. I've got to stop. God is raising people who know why they exist and not just what they do. Tools will change, but your calling will not change.